All right, everybody, welcome back. This is season 4, week 3. 0-2 East Bay Earthquakes taking on Spooks and the Belgian Oricorios. One of the few guys left, I think he's the only guy left actually that's beaten me and I have not beaten. There are guys I haven't beaten, but we haven't played yet, so definitely really want this win bad. Don't want to end up 0-3, and definitely don't want to be 0-2 against him. So we tried really hard again. We said it last week too, where we had like playoff level prep, which I still think is true. We went really hard on that week, and it's tough being down 0-2 because I really like this team and I think it's good. But it's tough when you keep losing close, and you kind of you got to wonder at some point. It's like I need results too, so. We're not in panic mode yet. It's still so early. I mean, there's still 9 more weeks. If we win every game out from here, we wouldn't care, right? But that's a tall task. It's easier said than done. So, this is going to be tough. Still haven't gotten the confirm of when we're starting, so I might be going a little long on the intro, just kind of stalling. So, expect y'all to skip ahead. There's anything else to say? Yeah, like I said, we don't want to make changes, but we've been looking at some too, just in case. We always keep our eye on changes. But I do really like the team. It's hard to replace a lot of these guys without making like a full drop on guys I really like. Again, like maybe if I drop Raikou or Como, maybe I can do something. But I like those guys, and they've done well, or at least it's kind of like what I wanted to try this season. So. Hopefully we can at least make it to playoffs at this point. Trying to stay focused on the most achievable goal, and all right, let's at least focus on being a top 6 guy at this point. And it starts this week, and this week is a pretty defensive build from him, I would expect, or at least his roster is built very defensive stall oriented, and we've mixed this build up quite a bit. But what we did do is avoid trying to out-defense him and trying to out-offense him, which sounds a little crazy because you're playing into his hands, but I'm telling you, you can't out-defense good defense. There's only one way to get through it, and you have to kind of break through with good offense. That's kind of what we're trying to do this week. So I'm going to start getting into the breakdown. Hopefully he'll be ready to go. Let's see. So first up is Donphan. This is our lead. Sturdy guarantees rocks up. He has no removal. No great way I saw to even stop this, no 2-hit move. I don't see anyone that really had taunt that I'm worried about. I don't think anyone actually got taunt when I was looking. So heavy duty boots is so we can spin later. Again, rocks might be all we get out of him on turn 1, but if we can use them later, we'd really like to spin, and then EQ knock helps hit. Peturunt, mostly knock for the 2 ghosts, and then EQ is just strong to cover Terras and just do out as much damage as possible. So yeah, he's boots. I do like sturdy boots with Donphan, especially with no flying, no fire type this week, so no one else really needs it. Terra Ghost is not going to get popped, I can almost guarantee you that, but that's to block spin. He says he's almost ready, so we'll keep moving along here. We are max speed, so we should catch a no-speed Peturunt with Donphan. But yeah, this one, we should be able to outspeed a lot of his team. Minshao, Delphox, only naturally faster guys. Future Sight goes really good into his team. It'll be hard to get him off sometimes, but Amoonguss is someone we really almost want to see, it seems like. This is a good check for that. It's Goggles. Steel covers both his stabs. Foul play doesn't do enough. Really can't touch us for much. So we just come in. It's a free Volt switch or Future Sight every time, and then a Volt switch into the next guy most likely, unless we're afraid of them being scarfed. Yeah, Psychic also has a chance to Oko Peturunt. So if we can't stay in front of him, because he does get ghost moves. We had a lot of things for Peturunt over time. We've been slowly dropping them, and adding guy like Decidueye coming back is tough because Peturunt eats him really well. Can't come in on the Switch, though. We should be Shadow Balling a lot because of that. But yeah, Tachyon, also just good for Terra Fairies and general good damage. Doesn't have like a whole deep move pool, so not a lot of thought to that. But hopefully this thing does well. Terra Fairy also to beat Regidrago, who's kind of scary, if that thing comes. Primarina is our main Regidrago check. But he started off offensive, but I think we want to get into a more defensive build in Moonblast and mostly Reflect Light Screen Flip Turn. Moonblast actually is probably the least click move in this set. It's Reflect Light Screen Flip Turn. We are Leftovers instead of Light Clay to help us stay bulky. There's a lot of guys we have tough switching for. And yeah, I don't think Light Clay, we don't need it up for the whole time. We really just need it for the setup opportunity on Como mostly, or slow down the game in a tough spot. So one thing about this week, it's really complicated on playing it well. I think he's got a lot of easy turns, but he's got to get them all right. And I think we got a lot of turns we got to make really tough calls, and we got to make a lot of them right, you know. So not great. We're pretty high risk, high reward, I think this week would be what I'd say. So up next is Decidueye, pretty important piece. Helps beat the water. She's like our only safe Squalled switch-in that keeps up pressure, because we can go Primarina, but then, you know, they're not that worried about any damage, even though he does get Energy Ball. But yeah, Shadow Ball goes pretty good into his team. A lot of high chances to 2-hit KO stuff since we're Scarfed. If we do lose Scarf, it's not the end of the world. It gives us a chance to click Leaf Storm in certain situations. Yeah, and it's another Spore switch in, so that's 2. We do not want to lose to Spore. And then Overgrow range in case that ends up happening. So the last 2 guys are our setup win opportunities. This one is when we need him to proc. It's Mirror Herb to stop Poltegeist. I think this item basically more or less invalidates... I don't want to say invalidates, but it makes it really hard to be a Shell Smasher. So we're kind of hoping to see that because it gives us a really good chance to win. I mean, with Bolt Beam coverage and we're +2, like we outspeed everything, including Scarfers. We'll break through damn near everything. Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see if we can get it going with that. And if not, then he can let Decidueye open up on other guys and he can cover the water types a little bit better. Also, guys like Tinkaton, who we don't have a great switch in for. Yeah. And then last guy is Como-O, Terra Steel to help with not getting poisoned mostly. Overcoat was a last second change. We were bulletproof for a long time, but then I remembered Overcoat. I actually saw a frickin' YouTube short today that talked about Como, and it mentioned that, and I was like, oh crap, like I am playing Spore. I should definitely be Overcoat this week. So that's 3 guys that are immune to Spore. Definitely not worried about Spore this week. EQ, Thunder Punch. Belly Drum. Finishing up my... let's see. So EQ, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch goes pretty crazy into his team. Salak, hopefully we can get into range. It's a little tricky. It looked like a lot of times we are just out of range, and then maybe with screens we'll be able to stay in range. It's tricky. We kind of got to get lucky. So I don't know who I'm going to tear. Terra Steel Comos feels really good. So does Raikou. So does even Decidueye in certain moments. And then Crown, I guess, if we're getting goobed. Alright, so let's get this team in. Do the last minute double checks on everybody. Jolly. Timid, bold, something, modest. It is modest, right? Yeah, modest, timid. Oh boy, we were very nervous. Like I said, we do not want to go down 0-3, so we tried very hard this week. Doesn't mean you're gonna win. Doesn't mean you have the right build either, but hopefully we do, and we play good with it this week. Alright, Mirror Herb, Goggles, Boots, Lefties, Scarf, Salak Berry. Ooh, theirs are hitting big. Can't make changes to it no more. Battle team has been registered. Oh no, new song. I didn't get to to it in time. He does bring Tinkaton. Why did you bring Tinkaton? He didn't bring Polt, so Raikou opens up a little bit. Delphox was not on my prep list very much either. And then Gliscor and Petrarunt were expected. So, Primarina and Raikou, Petrarunt, are a little more opened up. No Vikavolt either is really good. Okay, so who's going to be for who? This could be Raikou, Crown, Primarina, also Primarina. Minxiao's annoying, that's also Primarina. And then this could be Raikou. So Decidueye can help out versus Gliscor. And then, yeah, just have to deal with Crown getting goobed a little bit. He brought a pretty offensive team for what I was expecting, I think. Alright, so we already know our turn one, but we gotta be really good about paying attention to stuff this match. No Poltegeist is really nice. Basically the two or three scariest guys aren't here, so it's annoying. So he goes Gliscor. This should be a free rocks potentially. I'm expecting bulky Gliscor. Is there anything else? Raikou's for that. Slowking. That could also be Decidueye. Donphan, okay. So we're gonna Stealth Rock. Goes for knockoff. That works for us. So he is Toxic Orb. He really gave us a chance to knock off his thing. Value of knocking him is pretty low now. Opening U-turns. So he goes for spikes. And see Vaporeon, so. That's right, he knocked off our boots. That's hilarious. I don't know if he's gonna let me spin. He was gonna let me spin. Okay, so Slowking. So that might have been a mistake. Yeah, so might regret giving up Donphan that early, but we do have a pretty offensive strat, so hopefully once we get in Como, we can do some work, but that is really frustrating actually. That was not the play. Or we should just spun and see what's up. No, this is annoying, but we're going this. I wish we spun. I thought he might stay in, right, too, but it's like, you have a ghost. Might want to go to it. And getting rid of leftovers on that thing's pretty good. He's going for light screen. Oh boy. Was he trying to set up behind? I don't know. Burn would have been nice. Wow. That was the crit. Okay, so this is not going well. We've lost Raikou and Donphan. What is the play? Okay. Slowking. Yeah. Can't Scald Burn me now. Very Spadef. Yeah, that is not doing enough. We're getting goobed by the star right now. What is our best play here? We're really gonna run out of time on some of these pieces. Oh, that's right. He's fucking light screened up right now. That's what's killing me. Get in prim and slow the game down ourselves. Yeah, I still want to keep him around for now. Not ideal at all. I think we got goobed a little bit. We should have prioritized spinning a little bit more. Nice. I mean, it's good against everybody. See what he goes to. Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay. Energy ball 75. Yeah, we have to leave Storm if we want to kill. Okay, so he was not scarfed, and that kills. Don't know who's scarfed. Oh my god, we're still alive. I mean, Scarf can still potentially be better. Can't break through. We're gonna have a tough time breaking Slow King now, is a real problem. Our next free switch, is that what we're doing? That could be a crazy save. But also what good is, yeah, Pre-Marine is not that good anymore. Just Gliscor, who, yeah, it's trouble, but... Terra Poison? Or Electric? Tear grass. Hopefully we can take one. One for calm mind crap. We want to flip Torn before it gets any worse. Should tank this. Yep. He's +1. Shadow Ball should still break. Unless he's like really, really bulky. I think it's better off to trash this now. Doesn't got a lot of use anymore. Oh, fuck. God damn it. That's so dumb. Well, we're not playing smart, that's for damn sure. So we only have one option, is get this guy in. Hopefully force him out with this sub. Definitely not fun right now. Nice. That was big. I don't think we'll be able to get through it all, but we gotta try. It's literally all we got left. Kind of wish it was a DD set now, but I don't think we were gonna ever get through. Yeah, those toxic spikes, man, we really had to prioritize getting those off and not giving up Dawn Fan. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. He played really good. Not much to say about it. Yeah, GG's, man. I mean, our team is really weak to toxic spikes. We're aware of that with no poison type. But I don't think that's what really did us in this match. It was giving up Dawn Fan too easily there. I mean, we could have just gone to Decidueye and started putting on pressure on him. But it is what it is. GG's, man. That's a 5-4-0. Man, we are not looking good. Not looking good at all. Yeah, GG's, man. That's a 0-3 start. We gotta figure something out. I don't know if it's the team, but it feels like guys played good against us. I mean, and I think I made a bad play. You know, sacrificing Donphan there was really dumb. Delphox went crazy. Alright, so we'll get this uploaded. 0-3. Try to figure out, like I said, try to figure out something next week. Yeah, we didn't play that good. But he didn't play bad. I don't want to, take away from him. He played good, too. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Alright, see you next week.